Hi guys, Lewted here with another dank stream. Today I'm mostly going to be going over my replays. I just decided that I should just go over my replays, show it to you guys, and talk about the future of me playing Shogun 2. Yesterday the clan competition ended again, so we have to start another season. I think we lost, but we came in second place.
Sega.
So I just wanted to check, and then we'll see what we do from there. I think, yeah, we came pretty close, so... Yeah, it reset. The funny thing is that yeah, because the clan just reset, nobody else is here. That's weird, but yeah, I think we came in second place. You still need to come in first place to actually win, though. So it's funny because the clans that are with Fall of the Samurai aren't all with Shogun 2, and that was causing some problems before. We should be fine now. I'm gonna help win some territories back. I'm gonna try to get level 10 with my Shogun 2 avatar first, and then work on my Fall of the Samurai army. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna be going over replays. I am writing up a guide for Shogun 2's units, not the factions themselves, because I don't think there's really a need to do that. And I think that there are some pretty good guides out for the factions, but when I was talking to somebody about the units, he disagreed with what I had to say, and I respect that. But I still think that people need a better view of the Shogun 2 and Fall of the Samurai units than what was put out in the person's guide. This isn't it, but there was another one. In fact, I don't even think you guys... Yeah, you can. This was good, and I liked it, but it didn't go over the Shogun 2 units. Just over the Fall of the Samurai units. No, I didn't see it, but that's okay. Now, this guide was pretty good when it came to... yeah. It was pretty dull. I mean, his guide was pretty short. I mean, I liked the part that was short, but it didn't really expand in every unit. Like, he said that Katana Cavalry were useless. I know that they aren't, but that's fine. Now, before I get into like any of the multiplayer replays, I just wanted to show you guys something, a test that I did, and I usually don't save the tests, but in this case I did, because it was to prove a point. So now we have Naginata Samurai against Naginata Warrior Monks here. As you probably know, Naginata Warrior Monks cost more than Naginata Samurai, both in the campaign and in multiplayer. In multiplayer they cost 800, and these guys cost 900. Now, statistically, unlike the Warrior Nuns, they basically are the same, like in the campaign and in multiplayer. They're exactly the same. Actually, no, they aren't. I just realized that Warrior Monks have 14 attack. I thought they had 12. I just realized that in multiplayer they have 11 attack. However, the Naginata Samurai are exactly the same. So what ended up happening was these warrior monks should have actually lost faster, or killed less men than the test implies. So I guess I'll have to do it again. That's fine. But as you can see, the warrior monks are losing by about 10 men. I still like how some of the units, some of their animations are the same as the ones in Napoleon and Empire. But anyway, that's not important. Basically in this test, the Naginata Samurai won, as you can see, 41 to 57. And I thought it was interesting, but I have to do the test again, so I'll just do that right now. Because it's not accurate. Warrior monks have more attack in the campaign. Warrior nuns also have more melee defense with the same unit size. So I'll just do the test right now and show it to you guys. What this means is that Naginata Samurai technically are tankier than warrior monks are. And so theoretically speaking, you should definitely use Naginata Samurai over the warrior monks in terms of like how many you use. If you're going more defensive, then yeah, Naginata Samurai better. But if you're like going on the offensive and you need a unit that can tackle both cavalry and infantry, warrior monks overall are better. Although they do get 21 attack against cav compared to the Naginata Samurais, like they get 24 attack against cav, so that's 3 more. Oops. I don't even have access to warrior monks yet on this avatar. Oh, that's why I can't actually test it out. Actually, yes, I can. I can use that. No, I can't because warrior monks. I don't have warrior monks. Okay, that's fine. I'll just have to use my other avatar. In this scenario, the warrior monks should still lose, but by more, they shouldn't be able to kill as many men as they killed before. So as you can see, they have 11 attack and 8 defense compared to the 14 attack, but they have 14 morale because I boosted the entire army morale by 2. Had these guys charged, I think they would have won more convincingly.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
They're supposed to win, but I think it's because they didn't get a charge in. They might start losing, I don't know. I think the Naginata Samurai lost too many men for it to turn in their favor, but let's see. No army losses. Well, that's not what I wanted, but basically Naginata Samurai would win. It's just that I can't do the test without them having buffs. However, you also have to be careful of Warcry, because with Warcry, Naginata warrior monks can beat Katana Samurai, because Katana Samurai obviously like drop down to 2 defense. They can also beat Naginata Samurai with Warcry and probably route them a bit quicker too. Anyway, I just want to get into the replays because I don't have too much time. I've actually had a lot, so I'm gonna start from the last one I remember doing. I did these 2, I remember that much. Start from here. Oh wait, no, I remember this one. I showed it, I did that battle on another stream. Speaking of which, I actually have to upload, or no, I think I did upload every Twitch stream that I've done so far. Because there are times where I forget and it never gets uploaded. So I'll just skip those 2, because chances are I did the other one as well. Chances are I did that one. I did this one, I know that much. Don't remember showing you guys this one, so I'll do that. I think I did show this one, but I'm going to just go over it again. Today I'm going to be talking about The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Basically, it's a book, not old Chinese book, written like 2,000 years ago. I think it was during the Warring States period in China. I don't know too much about Chinese history, but I know just enough. Basically, Sun Tzu was like a military general and advisor, and he basically put his military beliefs into writing. His most important the most important aspect that he believes in when it comes to fighting is by using cunning to your advantage. What this means is, you know, outthinking your opponent and basically making less mistakes than he does in order to win. I think I did show this battle, like I said, but I'm going to show it to you again anyway. Naginata samurai are starting to find their place in my defensive armies. However, Yaryu Shigeru are still the better choice because they're more cost effective if you use them right. And they work better with like matchlock samurai and deterring cavalry. Because Naginata samurai are dangerous against cav, but not as much as Yaryu Shigeru, who can like stop them in their tracks. And of course stop them from pulling through your units only if the cavalry don't get into the flanks. So by this time I didn't upgrade these Boa Shigeru, I did recently, because they don't need to be upgraded anymore. In this setup I brought Katana Cavalry. He shouldn't have brought this hero unit. It didn't work out well for him. So by this point, it's obvious that my cavalry are outnumbered by his. He has a bunch of cavalry. He had like 4 light cav and then a Yari cav and then the hero cav over here. So basically, one of the most important things, like I said in The Art of War, is how to outmaneuver your opponent and to like outsmart him. In this battle, like I said, I think I went over it, but one of the things that I think he was trying to do was just completely encircle me. But basically, when he was doing this, he obviously left his center a lot weaker than he like anticipated it to be. So basically his cavalry is all over the place, but he still can't micro all of these units at once and then be expected to win. See, I brought bow units, but they became useless, so I just held them at the back. But the Naginata samurai are still here to defend the general from these cavalry units. So I start in, charge his Katana samurai. They do not brace well. This unit of Boa Shigeru got murked. He tries to pull them out, makes sense. He goes into my cavalry, gets my Boa Shigeru. That's fine. My Nodachi samurai didn't even do much. I routed his cavalry, he routed my bow units. I came over here to support my Naginata samurai who were going ham on these light cav. I got the sword dojo, that was why. Over here I went for the general. And yeah, basically his center routed. His cavalry were useless because they didn't support in time. And basically it was my army against his center, and then my army against his flanks, and then my army against the hero unit, which was over here, got 102 kills, but that was on the Boa Shigeru. Again, a unit that proved to be useless for me. It was just a disastrous battle for him because he thought that, okay, you know what, I'm going to be able to beat him if I outflank him. And he could have, yeah, but he didn't, mainly because of how the game works. I noticed how, I don't think he was going for my general, but he charged in, and these Naginata samurai didn't take any casualties on the charge. However, he took 2 casualties, and that's because of how heroes have more hit points than regular units. The Avatar himself will have more hit points, but heroes have hit points themselves. Speaking of which, I actually have to use a hero unit along the battle because I haven't in the longest time. And hero units are useful, like they're not useless. And that was pretty much the battle. Like I said, I'm going to go into detail with my guide. I am writing one for Shogun 2 for the units. So I don't know when I will be able to publish it, but I expect it to be fairly decent. I don't think it will be the best guide out there, and I'll probably get some hate for it. But it's worth the work. I'm enjoying writing it, so expect it to have like long paragraphs of descriptions. This battle was pretty different. I had a unit of light cav, and I should use light cav more because they can spot farther. They have a better spotting chance than other units do. They can spot 25 meters quicker than other units, unless of course they're using the retainer that doesn't allow you to do that. If you're using the increased spotting chance retainer, I forgot what it's called, but if you're using that retainer, basically it goes up by it goes up further, another 25 meters I think. So it makes light cav more useful, makes other cavalry spot as quickly as Yari cav, as quickly as light cav, and so on. Still, light cav don't have the numbers to be extremely useful, but they are pretty good. Over here, I should have expected to lose because I didn't have a charge bonus. I forgot that I had 3 attack. So when this general unit, even with this 7 bonus versus cav, they have 6 defense and 18 attack. So I should have used my general over here, but I didn't. Okay, you gotta stop doing that. Oh boy, sorry. Over here, this unit of Yari Samurai goes into my Portuguese Turcos, who have good melee stats, and are able to counter these Yari Samurai well. Yari Samurai, I still find them to be useful in my armies, but after a video I saw recently, I'm starting to really consider their use in Shogun 2. They can be replaced by Naginata Samurai, who are good against cavalry still, but they are better against infantry than Yari Samurai are. Yari Samurai, and I've said this a lot of times, are better on the flanks, but now I'm starting to question that usability because it's even possible to have Naginata Samurai on your flanks, but you just have to move a bit slower because they don't have rapid advance.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
Mayari and Shigeru are able to mop the floor with these Yari Samurai. He's trying to go for my general. I don't know why I put my Portuguese Turcos over here. Kind of backfired. He made a huge mistake right here. He put his general right here to go into my unit of Lewted Shigeru. But the problem is he also accidentally pushed his own Yari Shigeru up as well. And so what ends up happening is the Yari Shigeru, who have terrible melee stats, are going to get decimated by this unit who has 16 attack. They actually have 17, but I used another one. I used Renyo's teachings. So he's pushing up, getting a few kills on my general. My general is doing pretty well for himself too. Over here, I did get his general. So these units are going to start routing. This unit didn't route properly before chopping. Understandable. Yeah, I was just trying to get these guys out of the glitch. I think what's funny is that I didn't even lose my general. And yeah, that was pretty much it. In this battle, what it showed me was that Yari Samurai are starting to become less and less useful. Like, they're pretty useful early on, especially like in the early battles where Katana Samurai, they like can excel where Katana Samurai can't. They can beat Yari Cav easily. They can beat Katana Cav fairly convincingly. Units like the Great Guard could probably be like countered by Yari Samurai a lot better than Yari Cav can. But I still think that Yari Samurai aren't as useful as they should be. I'm still looking forward to using Yari Samurai in my future armies, but I might just get rid of the veterans I have. Actually, no, I won't get rid of the veterans. I'll get rid of the other veteran that isn't a level 9 because they can get like 20 melee defense, and that's extremely useful on the flanks where you yourself can get flanked and still have a good amount of melee defense. I have a few more, including one I got yesterday. I wasn't actually going to continue with Shogun 2 now that I got the armor sets that I wanted, and I completed the legendary campaign. I was actually going to switch over to Empire Total War so I can get 1,000 hours in that game. And of course, I could have started a new campaign for the United States. I did complete a campaign before for the United States, but because this is a new laptop, I felt that it would be better to just start a new campaign entirely. This battle was interesting. I didn't get to use my Naginata Samurai as well as I thought I could have. This is more of a defensive build with Katana Samurai and the Warrior Monks, just to bring more morale debuffs. Warrior Monks are different from Naginata Samurai because they can also act as supporting infantry. Naginata Samurai can act as a backbone, but Warrior Monks have war cry, and that's very detrimental and very useful for mass routes, but you have to like be winning to actually create a mass route. You can't be losing and then create a mass route unless of course you get lucky. He brought 4 Katana Samurai and a Nodachi Samurai. Put his bow Warrior Monks on the flanks, which is understandable. Over here, he actually gets into my Bow Shigeru, but he can't stay in there. My Naginata Samurai over here, because I noticed he had Yari Samurai. Again, Yari Samurai can be useful on the flanks. He's able to get to this point before I can. However, I'm also making my way there with Cavalry and Naginata Samurai. Boa Shigeru cannot get increased range until you get them to level 9, whereas Bow Samurai can't, which is why I kept both the Bow Samurai and the Shigeru. I was trying to get these guys away from the Matchlock Shigeru. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to in time. I ended up getting like 19 kills. But I was able to quickly get my unit of Warrior Monks over there. Over here, I was able to charge into these guys, but Yari Samurai, you know. And that's the beauty of Yari Samurai. They can definitely counter this. But I did get a charge in. So I was happy about that. Over here, unit of Yari Cav. He decides not to follow through. I think he's gonna go into this unit. That's a bad idea. Because even though he got a few kills on my Yari Shigeru themselves, he does route this unit though because he pulls back this way. You know, I couldn't stop that, so I wasn't too
Our
upset.
men are running from the battlefield. Shameful
But
display.
over here, I was able to get into the rear of this unit of Yari Samurai, route them. But he also got into my rear as well. But he didn't even lose any men, so I wasn't too upset about that. A rear charge into the Yari Samurai. Can't keep them in there for too long. Causes problems. Lost 4 men. Killed 2. That's why I still think Yari Samurai are good. He falls into a trap that I had. He does charge into this unit. I thought he didn't. But then he gets charged himself. I activated War Cry to route them quicker. I used my general and this unit of
Our general is in grave
cav
danger, my lord.
to get rid of these warrior monks. I used this unit of warrior monks to stop the cav from getting to my general. Use my general to get up there. Use War Cry over there. These units, 70, 55, still pretty good. The Yari Samurai didn't get a lot of kills, which was expected. But they have good survivability. They lasted very long, as you can tell. Still, I find them useful in defensive armies. It's just that I still think that there are Naginata Samurai are a better alternative. Now War Cry's activated mass route and series because these guys got hit in the rear. I don't think they routed instantly because my unit started to rout. And so it would have looked like a mass route for me, but then they routed. I got his general in a pretty bad position. These units are still effective, they're losing decisively, but he activated rally. My my Naginata Samurai couldn't come back, but by this point it didn't matter because I was able to hold my ground. For some reason, my Bow Shigeru came into melee distance. This unit was inspired. Didn't really do much for his flanks, and yeah, that was pretty much it. The beauty of Naginata Warrior Monk Cav is that they're good against infantry and cavalry. Because they do have a bonus versus cav, they're better against cav, but they're still good. And I respect that. Another win. I probably should have mentioned that I was trying to think of new tactics when I played this battle. My Naginata Samurai could have been more useful. I could have probably beaten those Yari Samurai quicker with my Katana Samurai, and then just use my Naginata Samurai in the center to deal with the Bow Warrior monks. This battle was on the Bokeh Gorge, map that I've had a lot of problems with in the past, especially because of all the samurai armies who could just camp on the other side. In this instance though, my opponent actually went for a completely melee build. I did not bring the Unbalanced Spears Retainer because I wasn't thinking about that at the time. This was before I upgraded these Bow Samurai to 175 range, so they still had a lot of problems. I'm going to fast forward it though because it's basically me having to deal with his cavalry. I ended up getting most of his cav, but he routed my Yari cav, so I ran into that problem. It takes a while, that's why I'm speeding it up.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
Use my unit of bulletproof samurai to get the farmhouse. Makes it easier to attack uphill. Use my general to deter these Imperial Guard cav. They were under friendly fire. Made a mistake right there, allowed him to get some shots off. He's gonna rout my cav, but at the same time he's also gonna lose over here because the fact that these samurai are really good. I was aiming for this unit of Yarikachi. I should have started aiming for this general a lot earlier. I do later on. This unit routes because it took too many casualties. I started to aim for this unit because they also became a pain. But then I also have my Yari Cav here. He's going to route that because, of course, Carbine Cav. But I think it's funny though because, like, Carbine Cav are good. Cost-wise, I'd rather go with Imperial Guard Cav because of how they work. Now, I expected him not to be able to shoot here, but he actually was able to. But I did get, he was able to charge him. But of course he had his general. And he also had another unit of Imperial Guard cav over here, which I didn't notice. But I was still aiming for the Carbine cav. I fought this guy many times, and I've beaten him like once or twice.
Display.
That unit of Yarikachi did rout. Armstrong got 100 kills. This unit of Yarikav got a lot of kills themselves. He did bring in his Yarikachi later on, but it was too late. These guys took too many kills, too many casualties. And I think that's what turned the battle in my favor. I had 3 units of Warrior Monk Cav. Had I known that, that's what he was doing, probably wouldn't have done what I did, or brought the units that I did. But it's alright. Started to aim for his general because I realized that this battle would be lost if he started his general. Warrior Monk Cav is still hidden. 1 on each flank. And yeah. He didn't even bring Katana Kachi. I think that's pretty pathetic. But, that's just me. Of course, I start my attack. I'm attacking uphill, so I'm at a huge disadvantage. This unit of Warrior Monk Cav is in danger. My general is also in danger. I can deal with that. Because this is just one unit dealing with like 3, I ended up getting in some trouble. Yeah, but it was okay. This unit got attacked from the flank. It's going to rout. This unit routed, and then the chain rout happened there. But I couldn't cause a rout here because my cavalry got stopped. And they allowed this unit to start winning. But the Armstrong guns did rout. So the center collapsed, but the flanks didn't because my unit there
Shameful display.
Still aiming for the general. This unit of Warrior Monk Cav is there. Reduce the speed. so that they can't run away. And then yeah, the center collapsed. I still use my Katana Samurai to get these units. They're still fresh, active. That's good. That's what we want. The general's hitting the rear. The other Imperial Guard unit got killed, I think.
My lord,
Yeah,
their
the general died.
has fallen. A cutting blow.
That was pretty much it. Unit got shattered. War cry was activated.
My lord,
And that's pretty much it.
a glorious victory will soon be
He
yours.
should have been more conscientious of who he was fighting. Traditional armies, like Fall of the Samurai, traditional armies can win. But you don't have the same amount of options that they do. Bowcatchy can't increase their range. Bowkey can't increase their range either. Or I could be wrong. Let me just check the guide. I'm pretty sure they can't. Neither Bowcatchy or Key can increase their range. The Samurai Hero can increase its range, and it's already a bad unit anyway. I'm just gonna skip to the most recent one. It wasn't a big victory. It was pretty nice though. Basically, my army composition is right here. I think I had 4 Naginata Samurai this time. But these 3 units were like fresh ones, and then this was my veteran. I brought Lone Sword of Shigeru. I was using Way of the Iko-Iki, so they'd have 2 board defense, sorry. I did not use the famous armory to give these guys 10 armor. I didn't think it was necessary. Like this time I got these guys up to 175 range. Allowed them to be useful. If you can get 2 reload, 2 accuracy, and increased range on both samurai, they can go toe to toe with the bow warrior monks, who cost 1,100. To be honest, I'd rather have that than have to deal with bow warrior monks who have 2 armor. It's funny though, because bow Shigeru can be better than bow samurai in multiplayer, but not in the campaign unless they're the Chosokabe ones. I only got 2 kills on that volley and then another kill. I advanced a bit because I had the range. Remember, the first shot counts, or the first shot matters. I think he got the archery dojo, and so when I saw that he was gonna get that, I decided to advance. For some reason, I brought this unit up when I didn't really want to. I wanted to bring up this unit of Naginata Samurai, but hold this one back on the left flank. He decides that he's going to use his Katana Samurai here. He said that he wasn't that good at Shogun 2, but I said that it didn't really matter. Realistically speaking, it doesn't matter if you're not good at Shogun 2, you have to learn somewhere. I still believe that.
Our hidden units have been discovered, my lord.
Over here, I bring my cavalry up because I see an opportunity to deal with these units of Katana Samurai, get them off the field. He didn't even charge with that one, I didn't even notice. I go through this unit of Sword Attendants. This unit of Katana Samurai is next. It gets routed and wasted. I see an opportunity to get rid of this unit of Yari Samurai because his army is divided. Naginata attendants right here are going to lose. He's firing on this unit of Naginata Samurai. Not the best idea because they're bow Shigeru. He charges in his Katana Cav into my Naginata Samurai. Not a good idea either because of where he's doing it. He gets 2 kills initially. I don't think he got any more kills after that. And then of course he's dealing with my bow Samurai, so that doesn't make things any better. But Katana Cav do have a good amount of armor. Again, something that I noticed that people don't talk about a lot. This Yari Cav got into my Katana Cav, which was fine. I could risk losing this unit, but not the Naginata Samurai. I put these guys in guard mode for a reason though. Still, this unit of Katana Cav did really good, dealing with the Lone Sword Shigeru. The Yari Cav are going to rout soon as well. Went into the bow Shigeru. This unit of Mounted Naginata was able to get into the bow Shigeru over here. My bow Samurai are now basically out of range of all 3 of these units. This cavalry still over here. I know his bow units are here, so I start to deal with them with my bow Samurai instead. And yeah, I pulled back my Naginatas to deal with his Yari Cav. This unit should have routed a lot quicker than it did, but he rallied, so that was that. But I did turn my attention over here, using my Naginata Samurai to protect my bow Samurai. His bow Cav didn't stand a chance. I am thinking about bringing bow Cav though, getting them vetted, because think about it. I don't think bow Cav vet the same way as these guys, the bow Samurai. But if they do, then basically you're looking at a unit that could have 50 reload and 80 accuracy, and then cost. They would end up costing probably 800 talents, same as a Katana Cav unit. Yeah, by this point I decided to commit my Lone Sword Shigeru, but it was too late. They basically did nothing the entire battle, and I thought, okay, now I can commit them, but then he charged into them with his Yari Cav, and that stopped them in their tracks.
My lord,
And yeah, the battle was basically
victory
done.
will soon be yours.
So that's it for replays. I thought I'd have more to say with like regards to the Art of War, but I'm still like, I've read the entire book, but now I'm just reading the commentary part where they explain it in better detail. When I'm done that, I'll just go back and then I'll talk about or make the descriptions for the units and then finish up on my Art of War section. Because I already know what I want to talk about for the units themselves, but I don't know what I want to talk about for the Art of War and how it relates to Shogun 2. I've picked out certain maxims and popular axiom from the book, and so I probably will go over that. But basically, you just have to remember one thing. It's better to cause a mass rout than it is to just fight it out in Shogun 2. And you'll also find it true with like the other Total War games. It's much, much more convenient to just cause mass routs than to actually destroy your opponent. So you consider this. You're in a campaign. I don't know like whether or not you do hard or very hard or legendary campaigns, but you're in a campaign and you're going up against multiple armies. The last thing you want is to constantly have costly victories, because it's better to have close victories than costly victories. It's better to have decisive victories than close victories and heroic victories over decisive ones. But the reason you get decisive and heroic victories is because you're able to rout your opponent quicker, and you're also able to keep most of your units, which allows you to, like, in the campaign, be more efficient and not have to like constantly replenish your units. Because I had to learn that the hard way in multiple campaigns, and even the legendary campaigns, they were hard too, because you're basically fighting multiple armies, and if you keep on getting close victories, what ends up happening is you have to wait longer, and that waiting longer makes it easier for the AI to get more units and bigger armies, because they have a bigger advantage over you, so you have to be careful. Now I'm gonna do a multiplayer battle where I bring warrior nuns. Warrior nuns, I deleted my veteran unit. I kind of regret it now, but I think it's for the best. These two units I probably won't delete, but I might, I don't know yet. This unit I haven't even upgraded yet. I might just get 2 accuracy and increased range. Or I might get extra ammunition. I don't know yet. But for Boa Shigeru, it's all basically the same. 2 reload, 2 accuracy, and flaming arrows. Or fire arrows. Fire arrows, English, basically allow you to do 0.5 damage instead of the traditional 0.3. It's the same thing with DQ Samurai, which is why you have to be careful with when you increase bow damage. Because no matter what, if you increase bow damage again, that means that flaming arrows are less useful than the regular arrows. It's up to you on how you see it, but I see increasing bow damage twice as useless. I'm planning on increasing the range of the DQ Samurai again, and then increasing the reload speed, and then increasing the range, so they get 200 range and 65 reload, instead of having to increase the accuracy again, which I haven't yet, because these guys can get like 75 accuracy, and I think that's pretty cool. Whistling arrow is not that useful. Extra ammunition is definitely useful, but I don't know if I want it yet. For these units, all I need for the Matchlock Samurai is 2 reload, 2 accuracy, increased range, and rapid volley. Another reload speed might be useful, but for 10 clan tokens on a unit that can probably be outdone anyway, it's debatable. I'm going to try to bring warrior nuns in my next upcoming battle. I'm probably just going to fight one, because Lionheart just emailed me yesterday, because I emailed him my replays. But what happened was I messed up on the order. So I said that certain replays were in a certain game, which they weren't, and other replays were in another game, which they were not. So basically, what that means is basically he's seen my, or he has basically seen my email. He's probably going to be able to upload my replays. That would be nice. Cause I've been a long time supporter of Lionheart. I've subscribed to him like probably 3 or 4 years ago, but I've been watching his videos for probably a bit earlier than that. Same thing with Surreal Beliefs. I think I found Surreal Beliefs before Lionheart, but I can't remember. Because I was very hesitant on subscribing to people because I didn't know what subscribing meant back then. When you heard the word subscribe, it meant that you had to pay a monthly fee just to get something. So I thought that's what it meant too, but like they could have just said follow instead of subscribe, you know. But you know what? This is just my opinion. So hopefully Lionheart gets my replays, thinks they're good. You know, I just do my best. I really like his channel. I like pretty much everyone that is subscribed to, with their respect to their ability to really connect with the people. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. So basically, yeah, I'm gonna be using Warrior Nuns this time. I did have a vet of, before, but I didn't think that keeping the vet was useful. In the future, if I'm like revolutionizing my tactics again, and I see that Warrior Nuns, even though they have 75 units, 75 women in their army, to be useful, yeah, then yeah, definitely I will use that to my advantage and probably bring them again. But for now, I don't think that bringing them is useful. I did not bring 99 Samurai, which isn't like me, but I think that this setup can work. So it's very aggressive, 3 katana samurai, unit of warrior monks. I shouldn't put the warrior monks in front, just in case. You know, but 17 attack is very detrimental to cavalry and infantry alike. I'm not putting any. No, these units are on guard anyway. I don't have to put any other units in guard. The fatigue resistance bonus is useful. Right now I maxed it out, so it's 30% less fatigue. These 2 units I know already have 0.15 less fatigue resistance because I put it in there. When I started playing Shogun 2, I realized that fatigue was pretty detrimental to my offensive tactics, so I early on I did that. This unit I haven't even upgraded. So yeah. First things first, Shrine Archery Dojo, and I already have good fatigue resistance, so you know, we'll just deal with that as it comes by. He's probably going for the same area that I'm going for this. He has Boa Shiguru himself. That's good, we can start skirmishing him from a distance. The only problem with fatigue resistance is that you don't need it if you have good skirmishing options. My Boa Shiguru aren't the best, obviously, but they will get the job done. You just have to be careful. He's going for missile superiority though, so I have to be careful. He probably does have a unit in here, but I'll notice it before he notices mine, so that's good. I could have used the Zen-like silence retainer, but I didn't because then I couldn't use Mikoshi Portable Shrine, and these warrior nuns might need it more than the Naginata warrior monks do. I thought I brought unbalanced spears. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know why it didn't work, because these guys should have 6 defense. That's weird. And I don't like when retainers don't work, because it's very, like, buggy. But yeah. The retainer should work, but for some reason does not. Focusing on one side. He has a bunch of light cav, that's fine because I have a bunch of light cav myself. Wasn't able to pull them back quick enough, so you probably will be able to get into them.
Our men are running from the battlefield!
That's fine.
Shameful display! Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
And now his general's isolated, so he should be dead. I'll make sure I get his general. I don't have him yet.
My lord, their
But
general
yeah, he got
has
my bow
fallen.
Shigeru pretty
A
good.
cutting blow.
And yeah, his general's dead, so that's it. Good game. That was a pretty miserable failure on his part. Thankfully, because of how standard fight works, your units get +2 melee attack, so it does help out very much. But you still have to kill the general pretty quickly. He didn't even get a chance to kill my general because I dismounted. My bow Shigeru didn't really do that well. That's fine. I mean, it happens. But this unit did get 82 kills, so I'm pretty happy with that. And the Katana Samurai got a good amount of kills, but they're not getting a lot of experience now because of how experience works. I could have got a warrior non-vet. My light cav did good as well. Mounted Samurai did really good. Forgot that hey, we're supposed to move this over. That's okay. Melee attack, melee attack, melee defense, melee defense. Probably go for melee defense again. But yeah, I'm not gonna make this stream too long. I'm probably gonna do Empire Total War tomorrow. Just not feeling up to doing Shogun 2 that much. Now that I already have what I want, I'm in a different clan. I could be kicked out of the clan any time though. But yeah. I should jump back into Empire Total War because I haven't played it in a long time. And Empire Total War is buggy, but it's not that bad. I swear, unbalanced spears and trade Fuju Chef always work against me, but they never work for me. Not all the time anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream here. Just because I don't want to make it any more boring than it already is. Shogun 2 is a nice game. It runs pretty well. The graphics look as good as Rome 2, which is surprising. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem that entertaining to stream Shogun 2 for this long. Like, Rome 2 and Attila are fine. But with Shogun 2, the avatar system kind of messes things up. Makes it a bit harder to win, to understand the game, and so on and so on. Probably if I were doing, like, campaigns, I'd stream it more. I still have to do the multiplayer campaign. If I can get the guy to continue the campaign, then yeah, definitely I'll stream Shogun 2 again. But for now, I'm going to probably be doing Empire for the rest of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. In December, because I'll be off thanks to exam week, I don't know what I'll do. I might do Napoleon, try to get some replays in Empire and Napoleon, and then send them to Lionheart and Surreal Beliefs or anybody else that's willing to take them. You can always send me your replays. My email address is on my YouTube channel, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully you guys learned and enjoyed the stream. Learned something and enjoyed the stream. I hate doing streams and not being able to switch back. Anyway, bye guys.